guys, this is my first video, so I hope you all like it. All focused on the thoughts, discoveries, and 20-something life. Basically, I just graduated from college and I learned pretty quickly that the real world is much, much different than college and anything we've ever experienced before this time. So I really wanted to give a chance to create this blog and YouTube channel in order to focus on that, and I hope this is a great outlet for all of you for just learning together about what it's like to be a 20-something, graduating college, and our first adventures into the real world. Today I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a backstory about me. I graduated high school with about 150 other kids, and when I graduated from high school, I felt that I couldn't really do the whole college experience. High school was relatively easy for me. I didn't focus a lot on my grades. I hate to admit that, but I didn't focus much on my education. I focused more on the social aspect. And it makes sense because when you are growing up, you don't really think about the effects that your grades have. I didn't really think of going to college. I was pretty sure I'd fail out. Just in school, in high school, they teach you so much about, well, your teachers aren't going to care at all. They don't care if you're there or you're not there. They're getting paid either way. You know, in college, you have to study and you have to focus really hard on your academics while still being socially involved in organizations and things of that nature. Every time a teacher would talk about that freaked me out. I was like, I don't even know how to study now because I don't study now. So how in the world am I going to do any of this? I ended up not going to college after graduating high school, and I knew I didn't want to be in my parents' basement all the time. And turns out Disney had an awesome program that you can go down and work at Disney World. Fresh out of high school, I moved right down to Florida, and I knew no one there. I didn't know what I'd be doing. I didn't even really remember a lot of Disney. I gave myself 2 weeks. When I first started at Disney World, I gave myself 2 weeks and said, okay, 2 weeks. If you still hate it in 2 weeks, you can leave. You can go home, you'll figure something else out, and you'll figure something else out, and it'll be okay. So I gave myself 2 weeks, and it turned out to be an amazing experience. I ended up applying to Michigan State University a couple of months into being at Disney World and working there, just as a backup plan, saying, okay, if I hate Disney, then I'll go to state. I'll go back. Even though I'm gonna probably fail out, I'll go there. Funny enough, it turned out that I love Disney World, but I said, oh, I see why you need a college degree now. I can't make it very far in life getting a job that I love or seeing things that I'm passionate about or doing things I'm passionate about without a college degree. I just can't do that. And okay, I know there are those people who do that, but they're far and few in between, and I'm not one of those people. So I came back. I was really upset to leave Disney, but I came back, and I can tell you during orientation, I was still thinking that same thing. I was like, oh gosh, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. And I ended up going, and I graduated. Let's just say I graduated with high honors from university, and I developed my own major. That doesn't happen a lot. For me to have thought that I'm gonna fail out and to have graduated like that was actually quite amazing, and it's really funny for me to think about it because I see this pattern in my life where I am terrified. For example, I was terrified of going to Disney, and I gave myself 2 weeks. I was miserable for that first day, and then boom, I had an amazing time. Then college was a different scenario, but same thing. I was like, I'm gonna fail out. I'm not gonna be able to do this. And here I am, I graduated, and I did great. I did really, really well, better than I did in high school, better than, honestly, I could ever have imagined. So here I am, graduated from college, and terrified. Again, terrified of the real world, terrified of, I don't even have a full-time job right now. I don't have a job, period. Right now I'm at home with my parents, which is slightly awkward and weird, but it's not a bad thing to be at home with your parents, to take time and figure it out. I think tons of us are out there, our 20-something-year-olds are doing that. You know, in elementary school, we were talked about middle school and how hard that would be. And then in middle school, they talked about high school and like all the different age levels and how hard that would be. And then in high school, they talked about college and all that. And you know what? In college, they did talk about the real world, but I don't think enough. You gotta crash course it. And it's really interesting to be at the same level of my parents. And I've talked to a lot of different adults, and they're like, I'm still trying to figure out who I want to be when I grow up. And that's terrifying. I want to know exactly who I want to be, and I want to know exactly who I am. And I talk to a lot of other 20-somethings, and they feel the same way. So here's my first blog. If you feel any sort of way I feel free to leave a comment below. Say what you want to talk about at all, or what your experiences have been. All advice is welcome. Make sure to check out the blog. I'll be trying to update that every other day. And I hope that you'll follow me through thoughts, discoveries, and just 20-something life. It's a crash course, and I hope to have a hell of a lot of fun. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye, and good luck.